Have you ever walked through a dusty antique barn, run your hand over the surface of a 100-year-old table, and felt it? That whisper of history? That tangible connection to a story far older than your own? Maybe you've inherited a piece from a relative, a heavy, dark wardrobe, or a set of chairs that don't quite fit your life, and you're torn between sentimentality and the desire for a home that feels truly, authentically you. What if I told you that the secret to achieving that warm, inviting, and deeply personal farmhouse style you've been pinning on Instagram isn't in a catalog or a big box store? It's not in something mass-produced and perfectly matching. It's in the past. It's in those very pieces that carry the dings, the scratches, and the stories. Welcome, my friend, to the most rewarding design journey you'll ever undertake. In a world obsessed with the new and the now, we're going to pivot. We're going to look back to move forward beautifully, ethically, and sustainably. It's about sustainable home design that rejects fast furniture and embraces heirloom pieces. It's about creating a home that doesn't just look good, but feels good, because you built its narrative with your own two hands. Today, we are transforming your home through the magic of antique repurposing. We're diving deep into the world of farmhouse revival and grand millennial charm, but with a modern, eco-conscious twist. We'll talk about where to find these treasures, how to see their potential, and the practical steps to breathe new life into them. This is for the DIY enthusiast, the sustainability advocate, the history lover, and anyone who believes a home should tell a story. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's unlock the incredible potential hidden in the forgotten, the outdated, and the imperfect. Let's build a home that is uniquely, sustainably, and beautifully yours. Section 1. The Why Embracing Sustainability and Story Through Repurposing. Let's start at the very heart of the matter. Why? Why go through the effort of hunting down old, sometimes broken things, spending hours cleaning, repairing, and refinishing, when you could just click Add to Cart on a shiny new piece that arrives at your door in 2 days? The answer is a powerful combination of ethics, aesthetics, and emotion. Firstly, let's talk about our planet. The fast furniture industry is a significant contributor to landfill waste. Trends change, particle board fails, and what was stylish 2 years ago is now on the curb, destined to spend centuries decomposing in a landfill. This cycle of consumption is not just wasteful, it's environmentally destructive. By choosing to repurpose an antique, you are actively participating in a circular economy. You are voting with your wallet for a world where resources are valued, where the life cycle of an object is extended for generations, not just seasons. This is the core of sustainable living and eco-friendly DIY. You're not just making a design choice. You're making an environmental statement that is more crucial now than ever in 2025. Beyond the powerful green ethos, there is an undeniable magic in the story. A new bookshelf is just a bookshelf. But in 1,890 steamer trunk that you've converted into a coffee table, that's a conversation piece. That trunk crossed an ocean, stored the precious belongings of immigrants seeking a new life. A weathered barn door turned into a headboard spent decades guarding harvests against the elements. These pieces have a patina, a word we designers love that essentially means the beautiful wear and tear of age. That patina isn't damage to be erased. It's a badge of honor to be highlighted. It's the visual history that gives your home a depth and character that simply cannot be bought new. It creates a sense of warmth and authenticity, a cozy rustic feel that makes a house feel like a home. This approach also aligns perfectly with the evolving 2025 home trends, which are seeing a massive shift towards individuality and personalization. We're moving away from the sterile, showroom-perfect homes and towards spaces that are curated, collected, and deeply personal. This is where grand millennial style, a love for classic, inherited, and sometimes quirky pieces, meets modern farmhouse revival. It's not about creating a time capsule. It's about blending the old with the new. Imagine a sleek, modern kitchen grounded by a massive, repurposed industrial worktable island, or a minimalist bathroom warmed by the elegant curves of a vintage dresser turned vanity. This juxtaposition is where the magic happens. It prevents your home from looking like a museum and instead makes it feel layered, intelligent, and intentional. Finally, let's be practical. Quality. They truly don't make them like they used to. Antique furniture was often built by craftsmen with solid hardwoods, oak, maple, walnut, using techniques like dovetail joinery and mortise and tenon that ensured longevity. These pieces have already stood the test of time. A new, inexpensive dresser might be made of particle board or MDF with a vinyl veneer, held together with staples and cam locks. It might not survive a single move. Your repurposed antique, however, is built from a material that can be sanded, refinished, repaired, and adapted endlessly. It is, by its very nature, a timeless interior design investment. You are not just buying furniture. You are curating heirlooms for your own descendants, continuing a chain of sustainability and story that could last for another 100 years. Section 2. The Hunt: How to Source and Select the Perfect Antique Pieces. All right, you're convinced. You're ready to embark on your treasure hunt. But where do you even begin? The thrill of the hunt is a huge part of the fun, but having a strategy will save you time, money, and frustration. Your goal is to develop a keen eye for potential, to see the diamond in the rough. Let's talk locations. Estate sales are, in my professional opinion, the absolute gold standard. This isn't just a house sale. It's the entire contents of a lifetime. You often find the most authentic, untouched pieces here. You'll find the good, the bad, and the truly weird. And that's what makes it an adventure. Arrive early for the best selection, but don't be afraid to swing by on the last day, as many sales offer deep discounts. Next, we have antique malls and multi-dealer shops. These are fantastic for browsing a large volume of items in one climate-controlled place. The prices might be a bit higher than an estate sale, as the dealers have often done some of the curating for you, but you can also find incredibly unique pieces. The key here is to talk to the dealers. They are often passionate experts and can tell you the history of a piece, what kind of wood it is, and they might even be open to a little negotiation. Don't forget about good old-fashioned flea markets and barn sales. These require stamina and a good eye, as you'll be sifting through a lot of, well, junk to find the jewels. But the prices can be unbeatable, and the atmosphere is electric. Go with an open mind and a measuring tape. In our digital age, online marketplaces cannot be ignored. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and even eBay Local are modern-day treasure troves. The algorithms are your friend here. Save your searches for specific terms like solid wood dresser, vintage table, farmhouse sink, or antique doors. Set up notifications so you're the first to know when a new listing pops up. The huge advantage here is the sheer volume and the ability to search from your couch. The disadvantage is that photos can be deceiving, so always ask questions. Is the drawer structure solid? Can you confirm it's solid wood and not veneer? Are there any smells or signs of pests? Always arrange to see and inspect the piece in person before exchanging money. Finally, have a vision, but stay flexible. It's great to go hunting for a nightstand, but if you find a perfect small 3-drawer chest that's the right height, that can become a nightstand. See a beautiful, ornate, but giant window frame? That could be a stunning headboard or a wall art piece. An old wooden ladder? Instant blanket rack or rustic shelving? A collection of vintage wooden ironing boards? Cut them down and create a set of incredible, unique floating shelves. This is where creativity meets function. Don't be constrained by an item's original purpose. Ask yourself, is it made of interesting materials? Is the shape appealing? Can I imagine it in my home in a new way? This mindset shift is what will allow you to see the incredible potential that everyone else is walking right past. Section 3. The Vision Creative Ideas for Repurposing Common Antiques. This is where we get to the truly fun part, the ideas. Let's spark the creativity and talk about specific transformations for common antique finds. This is about looking at the ordinary and seeing the extraordinary. Let's start with one of the most versatile finds, the vintage dresser or chest of drawers. This is the workhorse of repurposing projects. Obviously, it can be refinished to be a beautiful dresser again. But think bigger. With a few modifications, a sturdy dresser makes a phenomenal bathroom vanity. You can cut a hole in the top for a vessel sink or an undermount sink, run plumbing through the back or a drawer cavity, and voila, you have a unique vanity with built-in storage that adds immense character to your bathroom. Another brilliant idea: convert a long, low dresser into a media console for your living room. It's the perfect height for a TV, and the drawers offer fantastic storage for remotes, games, and blankets, helping you achieve a clutter-free home. Next, let's talk about doors and windows. These architectural salvage pieces are packed with character. A solid paneled wooden door can be transformed into an epic headboard for your bed. Simply sand it, finish it to your liking, and secure it to the wall behind your bed frame. Instant grandeur. A pair of old French doors? Don't you dare let those get away. Lay them flat on two sawhorses or a simple base, and you have a breathtaking dining table or desk. The glass panels let light flow through, making it feel light and airy. Old windows are another treasure. Clean them up, and they become beautiful picture frames for family photos or botanical prints. You can even create a miniature greenhouse by stacking a few together. The possibilities are truly endless and perfect for that farmhouse revival look. Now for the kitchen, the heart of the home. Antique repurposing can make your kitchen utterly unforgettable. The Holy Grail find is an old library card catalog. These are getting rarer, but if you find one, snag it. They make the most incredible kitchen islands or utility carts. All those small drawers are perfect for storing spices, measuring tools, tea bags, and kitchen gadgets. Another fantastic find is an old wooden dough bowl. These can be simply cleaned and oiled and used as a stunning fruit bowl or a centerpiece holder. For a more ambitious project, look for a large, sturdy farm table. This can be cut down and reconfigured into a one-of-a-kind kitchen island with room for seating. The thick, worn timber top will stand up to years of cooking and family gatherings. What about smaller items? Don't overlook them. Vintage wooden crates and boxes can be stacked and secured to the wall to create open shelving for a home office or a child's room. An old wooden ironing board, with its wonderful slender shape, can be wall-mounted as a floating desk in a tiny nook. Galvanized metal buckets and bins become unique planters for herbs on your patio, or can be used for storage. Even old tools can be repurposed. A collection of weathered rakes or hoes can be hung on a wall as sculptural art. A vintage step ladder becomes a charming bookshelf or a plant stand. This is where your home becomes a collection of curated conversation starters. And we cannot forget textiles. Sustainability isn't just about wood and metal. Vintage textiles are a huge trend for 2025. A tattered but beautiful antique quilt. Don't discard it. Frame the most intact sections as wall art, or have it professionally stabilized and use it as a bedspread. Old grain sacks or feed sacks, with their iconic branding and sturdy canvas, can be sewn into durable and stylish throw pillows. Even a damaged Persian rug can be given new life. A professional can cut out the worn centers and bind the edges, creating a set of magnificent hallway runners or bedside mats. Incorporating these soft elements adds a layer of texture and history that makes a space feel immediately lived in and loved, the epitome of cozy rustic charm. Section 4. The How to a Beginner-Friendly Guide to Restoration Techniques. You've found your treasure. You've got your vision now. Let's get our hands dirty. I know this part can feel intimidating, but I'm going to break it down into a manageable, step-by-step process. You don't need a professional workshop. A garage, a driveway, or even a well-ventilated balcony will do. First and foremost, safety. This is non-negotiable. You must wear a respirator mask, not a dust mask, a proper respirator with chemical cartridges, when sanding or working with chemical strippers. Safety goggles are essential to protect your eyes from flying debris and splashes. Durable gloves are a must. Please never skip this step. Now, addressing the finish. You have two main paths, stripping or sanding. Chemical strippers are excellent for intricate details where sanding can't reach, or for removing many layers of old paint. Gel-based strippers are user-friendly as they cling to vertical surfaces. You apply a thick layer, let it sit, and then use a plastic scraper to remove the sludge. Always work in a well-ventilated area and dispose of the waste according to your local regulations. Sanding is the other primary method. Start with a coarse grit to remove heavy finish or paint, and then progressively move to finer grits to smooth the wood surface. An orbital sander is a great investment for flat surfaces, but for details, you'll need good old-fashioned hand sanding. The goal is to get back to bare, clean wood. Once you have a clean, smooth canvas, it's time for the most transformative step, finishing. This is where you decide the final look. For a natural, modern farmhouse look that highlights the wood's grain, I adore using a hard wax oil like Osmo Pollux oil or Rubio Monocoat. They are incredibly durable, food safe, and easy to apply. Just wipe on, let penetrate, and buff off. They protect the wood while feeling natural to the touch, not plastic Y. If you want color, milk paint is the authentic choice for that chippy vintage look. It's made from milk protein and lime and reacts uniquely with different surfaces, often chipping subtly to reveal layers underneath. For a more solid color, chalk paint is very forgiving and requires minimal prep. You can often paint right over existing finishes after a good cleaning. Seal chalk paint with a clear wax or a protective top coat. Finally, the jewelry, hardware, and final touches. Don't ruin a beautiful restoration with cheap, modern hardware. Clean and reuse the original hardware if it's in good shape. A soak in vinegar or a scrub with brass soap can work wonders. If the hardware is missing or beyond repair, this is a chance to add your own style. Look for vintage-inspired pulls or knobs from places like Restoration Hardware, Rejuvenation, or even Etsy. The right hardware is like the perfect piece of jewelry for an outfit. It completes the look. Once everything is reassembled, step back and admire your work. You haven't just refinished a piece of furniture. You've saved a story, reduced waste, learned a new skill, and created a functional work of art for your home. That feeling of accomplishment is the best finish of all. And there you have it, a comprehensive guide to transforming your home, your mindset, and your impact on the planet through the beautiful art of antique repurposing. We've covered the why, the where, the what, and the how. We've seen that sustainable style isn't about sacrifice. It's about abundance, an abundance of character, of history, and of creativity. Your home is your sanctuary. It should be a collection of what you love, of stories that resonate with you, of pieces that you've poured your heart into. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it's the imperfections that make it perfect. Those sanding marks you left behind. That paint color you mixed yourself that wasn't quite right. Those are the marks of a home that is alive, that is loved, and that is truly, authentically yours. If this video sparked even a single idea for you, if it made you look at that old chair in your basement a little differently, then please do me a huge favor, hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into sustainable and soulful design. We have so much more to explore together. And remember, the best time to start your journey was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep looking for the beauty in the old, the worn, and the forgotten. Keep building a home with soul.